So, if you're like me, you agree that Rugrats in Paris is the Rugrats' best movie. Full stop. The story is so real and emotional and fun, and even as a kid, I recognized the care that they put into it. And ultimately, the movie changed the future of the series and the canon of the show as a whole. Like, you'd expect more baby hijinks, maybe a new toy tie-in, but instead Nickelodeon gave us a story about love, loss, and a kid just wanting a mom. This was Pixar level heartbreak, and for a lot of us, this movie stuck way deeper than we realized at the time. The movie opens up with Angelica pretending to be the godfather, asking the other babies for things that they want for her, which I think is hilarious. As a kid, I didn't get this reference, but I knew this is something that they added for the movies just for the adults who took their kids to see it. We see the babies causing some havoc at Lou Pickle's wedding reception, and the DJ announces that it's time for all the kids to the dance floor to dance with their mom.
All right, folks. Now it's time for a special dance for all the kids and their moms.
Mommy just loves dancing with her handsome boys.
The movie immediately gets sad here. Like, I really feel for Chuckie, man. So seeing all the kids dancing, Chuckie tells Angelica that he wishes he had a new mommy.
Angelica! Wait, Angelica! I think I know what I want to wish for now. I'd kinda like to have a new mommy. Sorry, Finster, that game's over.
Bruh. The whole scene plus the music playing in the background, man, it's just an emotional opening to a movie. So Chaz sets up an online dating profile to help him find someone, and I guess we'll see how that works out later. But now it's 3 a.m. and Stu gets a call saying that he has to come to Paris to fix a giant Reptar robot at Euro Reptar Land, basically a French Godzilla theme park. They tell him to invite his friends and family and get on the next plane out. The family lands in Paris and Lou goes to meet Coco LaBouche, the villain, and basically a cartoon Bond villain, evil laugh, over the top schemes, even a henchman. She's one step away from a twirling mustache. Coco LaBouche's boss is interviewing candidates to take over his position. She states she's made the company a lot of money, but he doesn't care about just money. Coco then states that she's expected to be getting married soon, which is a lie.
But I have made millions for this company.
The candidate should not be concerned only with money. They must understand what it means to bring joy to children. In fact, they themselves must have the heart of a child.
I must have one in a jar somewhere. In fact, I'm engaged to a wonderful man with a baby sing all his own.
Ah, congratulations, madame. I look forward to attending the wedding and seeing you with your new family. We'll discuss the promotion then. Goodbye.
So now she needs to find herself a husband, aka Chaz, to get married to, and of course Angelica offers help. Man, I miss the vibes of these early 2000s animated movies. The writing was great and still holds up. It still looks great and it's just animated well. I've said this many times, animation is a medium, not a genre, and this movie just exemplifies that. The first Rugrats movie was basically what if babies got lost in the woods, which, don't get me wrong, is a big fear for parents who let their babies run free while hiking, but Rugrats in Paris took things to a whole nother level. Instead of just survival or slapstick, it gave the story real emotional stakes, not just for the babies, but for the adults. If anything, more so for the adults, kinda. I love how off the bat they emphasize how great Kira is with kids. We see her holding Dillian, and she mentions that she has a daughter of her own named Kimi who's almost 2.
Golly, Kira, you're a natural.
Well, I have a beautiful little girl to thank for that. Kimi, she's almost 2.
So's my Chuckie. I mean, not a girl, but...
I love seeing Kimi become part of the crew and get closer with Chuckie and everyone else. So while all that plot is going on, Coco is struggling to feign interest in Chaz and the babies as a whole, and the babies do not like her. She just doesn't have skills to deal with kids at all. The whole time during this date, Kimi is just giving Madame Coco LaBouche the answers or what to do in her ear, and everything she's saying is like the exact thing Chaz wants to hear, but from the wrong messenger. They go to Ooey Gooey World and the babies escape, but to get them back before Chaz notices, a group of ninjas chases them throughout the city. But How does Chaz not notice that 5 whole babies are gone? I don't have 5 kids, so maybe I'm missing something, but I thought that was pretty silly. And I hate it all even more because Chaz actually starts to fall for Coco because of the things he thinks that she's doing right. There's this whole sequence where Coco pretends to be the princess in the Reptar show, and Chuckie falls hook, line, and sinker for it until he sees her full face. But unfortunately, this trick works on Chaz completely, and he's heads over heels in love with Coco and wants to marry her.
Bravo! Bravo! Isn't she talented? Oh gosh, you guys, I think Chuckie and I are both in love.
Kira discovers this plan and is now on a path to try and stop the wedding.
I can no longer stand by and watch you destroy their lives. I'm going to tell Chaz the truth, and there's not a thing you can do to stop me.
While this is happening, the babies take over a giant Reptar robot mech and walk it across Paris in pure Nickelodeon chaos. But there's another giant Snell mech controlled by Coco's henchmen trying to stop them. Mind you, these are babies doing all this. After the kaiju battle, the real climax is Chuckie's stand in the church, him running down the aisle screaming no, shutting down Coco's fake wedding.
Chuckie? He said his first word. He's talking! Chuckie! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Daddy's here.
Chaz calls the wedding off, which is a great call, of course, and Angelica explains her whole plan to everybody. Then Kira shows up to return Chuckie's stuffed bear. She then recites the poem that Chaz loves, and she says it's her favorite.
Oh, how my heart beats wild.
Each time I hold my precious child. Wait, you know that poem?
Oh, it is my favorite.
All this proved to me was that Chaz will fall in love with anyone if they recite his favorite poem. So some time passes and we're back in the US at the same venue where the movie started. Chaz and Kira have gotten married and we get the reprise of the babies playing the Godfather, but instead it's Chuckie playing the role, and I feel like he really nails this role.
You got your mommy wish, so what do I get, snot father? Angelica, you show him no respect. You can't talk to him like... Angelica, you come to me on the day of my daddy's wedding to ask me for Cynthia's chateau and a matching ponies and a bunch of distant stuff that I can't never get. There you are, you guys.
It's one of the most satisfying endings Nickelodeon has ever gave us. Chuckie, the scaredy cat kid who was always left behind, finally gets the family he's been dreaming of. He gets a mom and a sister. The movie comes full circle, and once again, it's just a tearjerker. The movie gave us spectacle, sure, giant robots and cartoon villains, but at its heart, it was about family, grief, and healing. What's wild is Nickelodeon didn't have to go this hard. The first Rugrats movie made money, so they could have phoned this one in with fart jokes and product tie-ins, but instead they doubled down on story, character, and heart. Critics noticed, fans noticed, and for a lot of us, when we think of Rugrats, this is the movie that comes to mind first. At least it is for me. It changed the Rugrats canon forever, introducing Kimi, shifting Chuckie's role, and raising the emotional ceiling for what a kid's cartoon could tackle. In a way, it grew up alongside us, and that's why it still resonates. So yeah, Rugrats in Paris is special because it's not just baby hijinks in Europe, it's a movie that trusted kids with real emotions, gave us a villain to hate, a finale to cheer for, and a soundtrack that went way harder than it needed to. It made us laugh, it made us cry, and maybe, just maybe, it made us hug our families a little tighter afterwards. And that's why decades later, it's still not just the best Rugrats movie, it's one of the best Nickelodeon movies ever made. Shout out to the writers, shout out to the animators, and anyone who worked on this film. I can't thank you enough. Is there another movie or show you like to hear me cover? Let me know down in the comments below. I love reading all of your comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.